Today I wanted to talk about a couple tips to get you started bringing in clients as a freelancer. If you work as a freelancer, if you're able to bring in clients, essentially make them come to you, making them email you or contact you in other ways, that can really save you a lot of time because you don't have to go out looking for clients. They're really just coming straight to you, and you just select the best ones. You're emailing them back, finding out more about them. And it's a lot simpler way to work. You can focus on the work you're actually doing. So I've worked the last 3 to 4 years as a digital designer. So I do logos, user interfaces, web design, app design, lettering, things like that. But these tips apply really to a lot of different trades over the internet, design, development, a lot of technology things, maybe consulting, things like that. So the first tip I have is you have to have a way of presenting your work. So if you put yourself in the shoes of someone who would want to hire, let's say, a designer, they have a specific need. Maybe they need their app designed or coded or legal work done for it or type work done for it. They're going to need someone to do that. So typically what they're going to do is find a website where they can find those people. They might go Googling for it, but it's generally a lot harder to find the person you're looking for with that method. So typically, they're going to go to a specific website. For me, I use Dribble.com. This is a design community. And a lot of people, when they're looking to hire designers, they'll come to this website and they'll just browse through looking for a designer on this website and say maybe if they're looking for a logo designer and they think this guy looks good, they might try to hire him. There's a contact button right here, so that on this website it makes it very simple. Other websites, you might link to other communities, I should say. You might link to your own website or something like that. But a lot of the time I think people think that if they set up their own website, that's the best way to handle it, because people will find their website and it's very customized and unique, and it shows that you're professional having your own website. But really, if you think about it, how are people going to find your website? When people are looking to hire you, they're probably first searching for communities, and especially since these communities are going to be a lot larger, they're much more likely to find an entire community of designers than they are just you. So that's my first tip. The second thing is you should try really hard to maintain appeal and professionalism. So really, you just want to try and cut out anything, whether it's on your social media profiles or on whatever website you display your work on or your personal website, that might signal to someone looking to hire you that you're unprofessional. So you want to avoid typos, anything like that seems like you don't know what you're doing. And you want to just give a sort of vibe that you've been in the industry for a little while, you know what you're doing, and that you're a little bit exciting, that you're going to make them look at you instead of someone else and think that you stand out, pique their interest toward you. But at the same time, you don't want to seem desperate. You don't want to be going all over the internet like, I need work, please give me this job kind of thing. So in your personal profile, you should just try to avoid, whether it's on social media, your website, or your blog or whatever, try to avoid any sort of like rants or stuff that's really negative about another company, or including anything that's really like too personal and not very business-like. I see a lot of people make mistakes with that all the time, and I've never hired a designer, so I don't know for sure, but I would guess that that's something that would deter people. Another tip I have is that you have to make sure that you clearly show what you offer. So for example, if we look at my profile on this website, just like someone might be confused about, we look at this design, this is an iOS app. If you think about it, how would somebody know that I did the design? Someone might think that this is an iOS app that I coded, that someone else designed. So it might be a little bit confusing what service that I offer. So you have to make it very clear just from the presentation of your visuals and the way you describe yourself in bios and things like that, what exact services you offer. So somewhere on this website it shows, my skills here. So on this specific website, people can search for different skills that you have, but you just want to make it very clear what services they're offering, because if you think about it, someone who's trying to hire you is going to be looking for a very specific skill or service that you offer. They're going to be looking for people who provide that skill, and you have to show that you're one of them. And then my final tip is that if you want people to come to you, if you want to bring in clients and people wanting to hire you, you have to build a following. You have to show that you're not really like a celebrity, but sort of a little bit of a big deal. That there are to signal to them that there are other people trying to hire you also, and that people are excited about you, and that you are just an interesting person who's going to come up with interesting ideas. Assuming this is a creative service that you offer. So you have to market yourself a little bit. As I mentioned before, you don't want to sound desperate, but be ready to market yourself and just think try and put yourself in the person's shoes. And if I was that person looking to hire someone, what I might want to look for and what I might be attracted to or think is neat. So you can do that on a website like this or via social networks. Just focus on building your online presence. And that's about it.